The goat is eating out of the retirement pasture. Nate had jumped off the green wall, and ESL is still going to allow them play in the Pro League. Is that fair? Let's talk some Halo. Hello everyone and welcome to HCS Now. I am your host Computer, and as always I am joined with my co-host, my lovely co-host. What's up, guys?
You're saying hypothetical.
FTF default.
Default? You guys are here every week.
Yep.
Haven't missed a
I
show
don't know
yet.
why.
Well, I missed one.
Actually, I just got I just got back from vacation, so I really don't have I have not been keeping an eye on the scene as much as I usually do. So I mean, you guys are going to have to help fill me in. I mean, I'm lost. There's a lot
Not really
happening.
much has happened. I mean, the main stories happened today.
Yeah. Okay, let's get right into that, shall we?
Nate dropped the bomb.
Nated, my man. Nated joined Optic. He said he wanted to make this a long haul org where he's in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
Well,
He
maybe
leaves.
what, 2 months?
Yeah.
I don't know. That might be a long haul for him. But yeah, Nated announced today that he is no longer going to compete competitively with Optic Gaming, and he's not retiring.
He's just taking a break. I think it's just him leaving the team. That's
You like that picture?
yeah, very moving.
It's very inspirational.
That's his thoughts of him making that decision. That's what that photo came from.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he's not retiring. He's just, from what I read over what he said, and what stood out to me were two things. Not enough practice
On that practice.
and chemistry.
Chemistry.
Okay. Chemistry kind of comes off to me as the honeymoon phase wore off.
Yeah.
And they were no longer getting along.
Yeah. He said in the post, though, too, like, the first thing that kind of threw him off is when he joined, like you said, he was in it for the long run, and all the other players had the same thought, like, we're in it to do this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then, like, right when soon after he joins, Flamesword comes to him, like, by the way, I might be retiring soon. And he said right off the bat, that kind of threw him for a loop.
Yeah.
Like, I thought we was all into this,
Yeah.
So that was the first strike. It probably got him a little curious about, should I be here?
I'm sad that this is happening. I really like this team. This is
So
the
did I.
best Halo team Optic has ever seen.
Yeah.
They've never had a better team than this, and they haven't been competing for a long time. But this is definitely the best team that they've had.
Yeah.
Right, and they just had some success of getting into the Pro League, and everything looked great for this team.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I was excited to see what they are going to be able to accomplish. And now, Optic can't stay out of the news. We talk about Optic a lot, but they really
It's
are
just-
always in
They
the
always
news.
go to this.
They
Every time
always
for
are.
a tournament,
saying,
someone
How
leaves and they have to find a forward. It's been going on for like months.
That's like, you think with this big of an org, they would never have this problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They would have everything perfect. It's just always an Optic Halo side. It just has every ounce of trouble they can possibly get, they
And
get.
it's always like they're looking for a fourth
Oh,
all,
yeah.
the
All the
time.
time.
And it's like,
And it's always like really close to when they really need the fourth.
Yeah, and it's
right,
like
and
they
it
run out of
always
options.
ends up being the exact situation.
Yeah.
Tournament's about to start. They need a fourth.
Yeah.
Let's make some good YouTube videos about it.
Yeah.
But this is becoming like a normal thing for them. They should be pretty used to this by now. But they can't play around, right?
Mhm.
They got to find one quick so they can get some practice in, because Pro League starts like this week.
But that's the thing. They shouldn't have to practice hard and work hard
They
just because someone leaves. They should
They
do
should
that
practice all
all
the
the time.
Well,
They should grind this hard all the
okay,
time.
let's say Nated. We were talking about this earlier. Nated was saying they do not practice as much as he would like. Now, this
Mhm.
has been a common theme with
With
Optic,
Optic, yeah.
no matter what. And the Maniac is really the constant here, right?
Mhm.
He's the only player that's been on the team throughout,
Mhm.
just about. So, like we were talking earlier, and you were
Yeah,
mentioning.
I think it has a lot to do with him being at the Optic House. I think he got a little too comfortable living there,
Yeah.
and being around all these people, players, having all these things to do, he don't practice the grind like he usually does.
They're
and
not hungry. Like, okay,
Yeah,
let's just put it this way.
But he was saying, like, if he was on a different team, not living in the Optic House, he'd be grinding and playing every day.
If he was just on Optic, just not living in the Optic
I was
house,
gonna s-
period.
yeah,
just,
I'm saying
you know,
he'd be grinding.
He would be playing his ass off.
And then it's like, now he just plays whenever, and they get on whenever, streams here and there.
Like
I
you
think-
said earlier, he's too comfortable with the
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Okay, I think it's like if he was the way what you're trying to say is if he was living at home
Yeah.
with his parents, had nothing going on for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm not just talking about Maniac. I'm just talking about any player.
That's
like,
any pro player, yeah.
yeah, if they had like if you're successful on YouTube and you're making money pretty easily and you're living a good life, you're probably not struggling too hard. You're not gonna grind as hard as a person that
Yeah.
has nothing going on and they really, really, really want it.
But I mean, that's
Like
not.
if a Maniac was back at home living with his parents, like had nothing going for him, do you think he would be grinding as like
He'd probably
even
be
more?
I
even
think
better
Like
than
he
he
was
is right now.
grinding.
It really depends on the individual.
a
Like,
better
yeah, he would
situation.
be grinding harder if he didn't have the Optic house. But if you look at CLG, they're dominant. They just won that big prize money, but they still play every day like they didn't win anything.
Hmm.
It's just how bad you want it.
CLG plays like they've never won.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
CLG, like Lethal and all them, they play like they've never won a tournament.
Yeah, and that's what makes them such a great team.
Yeah.
They play like they've never won, and they play like they're hungry.
Mhm.
They grind like more than any other. Like it's the best team that they also play the most.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
I read somewhere that CLG has played more than 4 teams combined.
yeah, I believe it. It's insane.
But that's what I was saying. They play and it shows. They
Mhm.
win. Almost each, like, online tournaments, like those $1,000 tournaments, those, like, they always win. Like,
Mhm.
it shows.
Well, okay. There's a couple other things that come with this, right? Who are they going to pick up
It's right now it's looking like
with this? Like, what's today? Tuesday. I'm pretty sure the tournament's Thursday, right?
yeah.
Okay. So they got to find somebody.
Well,
Fast.
it seems like it's going to be APG. That-
APG was out of like right now. I don't know if APG's down for this, but out of the players available,
Well-
that if they don't go and try to steal someone from like Elevate,
Mm.
APG is 100% like I would think the best option.
Well, yeah, that'd be the best option. But like, what gave me the idea is because like, he tweeted out BTH, and then Maniac
I mean, they like
tweeted
to
a.
troll.
I know, but
they
Maniac tweeted a
they
photo
always-
of them
they
playing
teamed
together.
before, so they have chemistry. I mean,
Yeah, him and Maniac's team before, and him and Ace.
I mean, if worse
Mhm.
comes to worse, Flamesword.
And Flamesword, he
But, I
already shut
mean,
that down.
Yeah, I know he doesn't want to, but like I said, if worse comes to worse, if they literally cannot get a player to, I mean, Formal, what's up?
I know, right? He's already at the house. Why
No.
would he just
someone
play?
said on
Yeah,
he
if I-
hinted on the vision that he wanted to play on Lance Chess qualifier.
You know how? Yeah, if Formal is down to play, get Formal.
Dude, if he's living at the Optic House,
Not just because he's good.
I
It'd just
mean,
be
it-
huge for Halo for him to come
I'm
back.
saying like he could do it, but I don't. He won't. He just won't. He's just had too many chances and passed them up every time. But yeah, I feel like this is almost a blessing in disguise for APG because he's teamless right now.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, for him to be able to jump right back into the pro league, that would be
Mhm.
really, really good for him.
Well, some pro players didn't want him to play. Like Kratos tweeted, he had a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with the APG being able to play because, I mean, what happened to him was, you know, a really bad thing. Like, he got, the bad luck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he can't play Halo because he is not on a team anymore. But this would give him an opportunity to be able to jump back in the pro league and be able to compete again. But now there are people saying that the rules are being bent for a big organization.
Yeah, a lot of talk on the forums about this.
Yeah.
I don't
People-
think it's. I mean, I think it's okay. Like, it's not bending the rules because, like Ace tweeted out, it's not technically a team change. He's not leaving to go to another team. He
Right.
just left.
Okay.
He's not competing at all.
There's
Yeah.
a couple ways you can look at this. Okay. So some people kind of look at this as Nated being a hired gun to get them in the pro league and then quit and then go join, or like not join another team, but just,
He's been saying that a lot. He's like, why is everybody complaining? I got them into the pro league.
right.
Like-
But like, you can't just let teams do this though.
Yeah,
on a
but
consistent basis.
that's not proven.
And then you
though.
can't let Optic get away with it and other teams not be able to get away
Yeah.
with it. And it's a really catch-22 for 343 and ESL because they know Optic brings viewers.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that they want Optic in the Pro League because it brings viewers.
A lot of viewers.
I'm not going to say that they're going to go as far as bend the rules, but some people are saying that they are. Snipe Down was saying that after PAX, they were told that no matter what team it is, anybody that qualified after PAX were not allowed to make a team change. And if they did, even if it was just one person, they would be knocked out of the Pro League and have to requalify for the Pro League. So now people are calling for crazy things like redo the LCQ, make Optic play Elevate again with their new fourth. And then there's people saying it's okay. This is, they contacted ESL before he decided to quit and asked them if it was cool, and they apparently were cool with it, and they gave him the okay and said that Optic can find another fourth. I mean, if you really want to, you can have a rule book like this thick for things like this. You know what I mean? And everything's so situational.
But I don't think they have a rule in there for, like, what if my teammate quits?
I would think there would be. And, I mean, and then you look at a APG situation. Well, because he was in a car wreck, they allowed him to leave and them to get a new fourth.
That's true.
So, but that was a different situation and at a different
plus
point.
their new fourth.
They weren't really qualified for the Pro League yet.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just a lot to take in, and I haven't really looked at the official rule book.
I don't know the official rules either, but I don't know. I wouldn't disqualify them for that. I mean, because Nate was a big part why they got there, but he wasn't the only person on the team.
Exactly.
He just quit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people say it's unfair for the other teams, but it would also be unfair for Optic for one person's decision. It wasn't like the whole team got together like you're kicked out. Right. If they kicked him off of Optic, then do the last chance, redo all that. But for the fact is, it was Nate's decision on his own.
So and that's another thing. There's still 3 players on the team that qualified. I feel like there should be a rule that a team can make one change per season. I think that should be a thing. One change, and I think that was a rule in H2A.
In H2A, yeah.
And now and now they're in the Pro League. I think they've made it more strict where teams have to stay together, which is good and bad in the same sense because you have consistent teams that people can relate to with the brand and the org. Then again, you run into problems like this where players run into certain and see like APG. He physically had no choice.
Yeah.
Nate has a choice. He's just like, I don't want to play.
Yeah, he could have waited until the Pro League was over.
Should they allow that? That's a tough question.
What do you guys think?
I mean,
yeah, tell us on Twitter what you guys think.
If ESL already gave him an okay, I mean,
I think there's a fine line between it, but that's just how it is. He just quit.
He quit.
That's
and so if Optic plays, Optic has to find a fourth, and then if they play in the Pro League, they play in the Pro League.
APG said he's been okay. He's been playing every day, so
I would like to see APG on Optic. I think he's been rumored to join Optic before. It's kind of been a long time coming. I mean, this is not anywhere near confirmed that he's going to be on Optic. There's plenty of other players. There's like.
I think there's APG, Hines, Hysteria, Cloud, Randa, Arius, Self. Just a few of some of the people that's available.
A lot of options there, and a lot of teams that didn't make it to the Pro League have good players like undiscovered talent. They could find as well, but they really don't have time to look for it. They need to get someone that they know can get the job done immediately.
Yeah.
And so let's look forward to the Pro League this Thursday.
Friday.
Let's look back a little.
The reason why we changed our days.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of that, we're not doing the show on Friday nights anymore because we always conflicted with 1,000 pro players streaming at the same time. So we decided to do it on Tuesdays, and we run into a random tournament today. But luckily
it got held back
an hour. So
maybe he did it maybe he did that on purpose. He's like,
who do you think's going to win tonight?
Yeah, who do you think's going to win tonight?
Obvious. It's going to be CLG.
Huh?
Obvious.
What if a major? You know what? Renegades took some games off CLG, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if I mean,
2.
The thing is that EG hasn't been practicing a lot, and especially with the new settings and the new maps. So and also CLG, they had like the perfect strategy on every map, just about on every game type with the old settings. So they're kind of throwing off a little bit too.
I think every team is throwing up at that. And it wasn't enough time to practice all those.
What's happening right now is teams are the gap is actually a lot smaller than it was between teams. You're seeing it could be like right now it's anybody's game right now, and it was proving that the last couple nights that anyone can beat anyone, just whoever is hot that time. You know what I mean? So this switching all these settings up has really helped to close the gap between teams, and I think that
I don't know if they closed the gap. I just think they're not fully learned everything yet, and once they do, then that gap's probably gonna go further out.
That's what I'm saying. Like teams right now, or the games, like since like the preview that Golden Boy has been hosting, teams have been so like flip flop. Like for instance, like last night when we was watching EG and Envy play, I thought for sure like, oh, this is Envy because EG didn't perform too good the day before, and Envy did really well the day before. So I was like, this is Envy for sure. Even Oger 2 called it. He's like, if Envy plays the way they did yesterday, then it's definitely Envy because EG's not been looking too hot. Well, that game starts and it's EG takes it, but the games are still pretty close.
No,
though.
I'm saying Envy, they have improved a lot. They did give EG a tough match last night. It wasn't like they just swept Envy.
Yeah, but EG performed a lot better than they did the day before.
Yeah, it really goes back to what I was saying before. That right now, the teams is anybody can win right now, and it really is almost feels like it's so balanced right now that it's just almost luck playing. Like you just get lucky, spawn here, and luck get overshield. You get things can just change so quickly in Halo 5 and make such a dramatic difference in the game. And that's about what it's coming down to at this point because it's just the teams are so evenly matched. It's so hard to power rank some of these teams because you're just like, man, these teams are so even.
Besides Optic.
And so, like, EG CLG tonight is going to be interesting. What?
Besides Optic.
What's wrong with... They could play with 3 people.
No.
They don't need
no, but Renegades, they did do good against CLG.
Yeah, they did.
They did, yes.
So, like I'm saying, I think EG... I don't think they're going to... I hate to say it, I don't think they're going to beat CLG tonight. But I would love to be surprised. I would love it, but I just don't see it happening. So the Pro League's coming up. I want to see the Pro League graphic, please. And I want to make a few predictions here. This is happening Thursday and Friday. Going to be exciting stuff.
Match 1, Enigma 6 and Renegades. I think Renegades will take that.
Renegades will take it.
I feel like Enigma 6, they can be very inconsistent, and the same with Renegades. But I think Renegades are more consistent than they are.
They've been getting more consistent though.
Yeah,
I've been watching.
I mean, Enigma 6, I can see. They do play well against certain teams, and then they completely cave against certain teams. So I do think Renegades is going to take that match there, and Allegiance and Envious.
That's a hard one.
Ryan Noob can come out.
Because Allegiance is good and Envy's they're improving. So who knows by the time they get to that?
I'm going with Envious.
I'm going with him. Yeah, I think Envy will take that.
CLG and Optic.
That's my problem. Okay, 343 always wants Optic for views, right? We've heard them say this. Okay, why day one?
Because of the way the seeds came out.
I know, but they match.
It's just how it is.
Day 1 and day 2, they matched the 2 hardest teams in the league.
It's just how the seeds come out.
Just gotta put in the work.
Evil Genius Team Liquid. Now that one is gonna be a close one. I'm gonna go with EG, but I think Liquid's gonna give him one hell of a fight.
I don't know. I almost want to say Liquid would take EG.
Liquid could.
Liquid was really good in LCQ. Like they was on it, and Spartan was making it known.
I'll give it to EG, but I think Liquid will not.
I'm pulling for Liquid.
Go down easily though.
I'm okay. Next match, Envious for me. I don't.
Maybe was 6 versus Envy. Yeah, Envy.
Yeah, I think Envy's better than E6. CLG definitely taking that
Team
the
Liquid.
match against Liquid. Renegades and Allegiance, that's going to be a close game, I feel like.
I'd still think Renegades will take Allegiance.
Yeah. And I don't think Optic's going to win a match in these 2 days. I mean they might win a few games, but I don't think they're going to win either series, unfortunately. So I mean, got the Pro League coming up. The Last Chance qualifier just happened.
Yeah.
That was super exciting.
Yeah.
I barely got to watch it. I was on vacation.
Yeah, just keep throwing that out in our faces.
Yeah.
I was on vacation.
I was riding the waves, man.
Yeah, boogie boarding.
Don't
We just sitting home here.
Yeah, watching Halo. I'd rather be. You know what? I was on vacation watching Halo. That's how much I like Halo.
That's
so
true.
don't even start with me. I was, But yeah, Pro League. You excited? Oh, and
Yes.
also I want to do.
I'm very excited.
You know what I want to do today? I was gonna hold this off, but I think I want to start trying to. I want to talk about it today because there's not much going on just yet. I want to do some E3 predictions because I am super excited about E3 and Halo, new Halo. I mean, this is really not HCS related, but there's always new Halo stuff, and they might announce some HCS stuff at E3. Didn't they do that last year on the main stage?
I think so. They announced the prize pool.
Yeah, they did. So what if I'm curious of what I mean? We know Halo Wars 2, but that's not only Halo announcement they're gonna make, obviously. So I'm. Want to do like maybe a prediction for E3 of like what
about something about Halo?
Yeah, what's the other Halo news
for the
they're
HCS
bring?
side?
I mean, it
or
could
just for the HCS side or just for Halo in general.
But do you think they will talk about the HCS?
I wonder if that's when they'll kind of show like the pro team packs, the skins.
Oh, the skins! I forgot about the skins.
They haven't said much about that.
Though.
Huh?
I don't know really what they could announce.
They could announce the pro skins
for
the HCS side. That's the only thing I can really see them announcing.
Where are the skins?
They're waiting for E3 to tell you.
I really want this.
I don't know.
The skins, man. I think that they're waiting until E3 to unroll all this stuff, like, because that's really where the Halo World Championship started last year.
Yeah.
Right? They announced the Halo World Championship at E3 last year. So do you think they're going to do something similar? Like, we're having a Halo. Well, they already announced it, but they might announce something big.
They could announce a bigger prize pool.
Bigger
again,
prize
I guess.
pool.
I don't know.
Skins. I mean, anything could happen. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, I know.
I have an E3 party every year.
E3 party.
So definitely be watching E3 because you never know what kind of Halo stuff they're going to come out with. This year's E3 is like a wild card for sure when it comes to Halo because we don't know anything about if they really kept things under wrap.
What I hope for, which probably won't happen, I would like them to announce a Halo 2 map pack
for Halo 5.
I think
that's my idea.
Or like someone said in chat, Halo 3 anniversary.
Halo 3 anniversary.
Okay,
that could actually happen.
How about this?
People have been wanting that.
A graphically mind-blowing H3A for the new Xbox One, the more powerful Xbox One. How about that? As a launch title. If
the new console comes out.
Okay, well.
That's rumored right now.
I said, like you said, that I do want to see like a crazy big, not crazy big, probably like 3 or 4 maps just drop all at once that are like remasters of classic maps, but remade for Halo 5 that are free. Like just a free map pack of like really good classic maps remastered for Halo 5 with like special jumps and stuff. Like make them a little bit bigger, a little bit jumps. You know, that's my.
That's what I love because that's my biggest thing about Halo 5 is some of the maps ain't that great.
Yeah, we can use some good maps. And another thing that happened recently is they just finalized the settings for the Pro League and the new game types, the new maps.
Really close.
Not the new game types, the new settings for the game types.
Yeah, new settings. So close to the Pro League, though.
Yeah, they don't have much time to practice those, and that's going to play a big factor, like I was talking about earlier. One thing I was saying is that they keep moving, like, let's put a BR here, a DMR here. No, let's move it back. Let's put DMR here, BR here. And it's really not playing a huge difference in the way the game plays. I really would like to see more of a, instead of just moving weapons around, I want to see more of a weapon balance with automatics. I mean, that's just me. Like,
Me
I don't
too.
know.
I wish
I
they
think a lot of
weren't
people
even
feel
there.
What was
that
that?
way,
What's that one? Strongholds. They put that Saul. What map was that? They put the Saul in it and replaced with something.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I haven't
I
even
got the
got
map.
to play Halo.
They put a Saul, but that is really overpowered.
But
We
it
watched
has
it
a
last
small
night.
bug
clip.
me now.
I think it was Empire.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
it was
it's
too.
Empire, yeah.
Yeah.
They also put
They put the Saul in that one.
Then they put Overshield outside.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of little changes, and some might make a huge, like Overshield outside. That makes a big difference. So you have to completely.
Yeah, Empire, see?
You will have to completely change your starting strat for that, right?
Yeah.
So it does play a big difference. But I would rather definitely see a weapon balance instead of just moving BRs and DMRs around on the map. But that's just me.
Can we enlarge the chat?
No. But
They're talking. We can't see anything they're saying.
we are going to give you guys a little bit of time to get prepared for the show tonight, the preview of the Halo Pro League. And this is a pretty cool thing that they put together.
Yeah.
And this is actually what we could see. I mean, well, the layout's a little bit different, I think. I don't know if they're going to have the same type of brackets, but we're going to see a lot of the CLG versus EG in the Pro League. So this is definitely going to be a great preview. Make sure you guys check that out. I think they said it was going to be.
Thing is, I like been seeing Oger too. He's doing good casting.
Yeah. You know what was cool? The first day I watched, Walshy was, casting with Oger 2 and Golden Boy, but Walshy had his final ball shirt on. Okay, I thought that was pretty cool. The next day, Oger 2 had his final ball shirt on.
Well, they didn't want to be matching.
It's just cool that,
they probably
that they're
called each
casting
other
together.
Like, you going to wear your final boss shirt today?
That's pretty cool. I
No, but Oger
screenshotted
2,
it on my phone.
He brings knowledge to the game, which was much needed. And a lot of people
He's
want
pretty
that.
good at
and
casting.
Even who else did Ryan Noob.
He's good casting.
He does good casting. T Squared did one not too long ago. They
there
bring
needs
the
to
knowledge,
be-
and
they
that's
need
what
to
they
be-
need.
They need to make a team, right? It's called Team Retirement Home. It's going to be
Oh,
Walshy,
man.
Ogre 2. Well, Nated isn't retired technically.
Yeah.
He quit for
And
the
Flame
time
Sword.
being, and Flame Sword. So it'll be all four OGs coming back.
Yeah, but when you
right?
put retirement home, it sounds like they're 80.
They are in Halo years.
But yeah, speaking of Ogre 2, we haven't even talked about the
Yeah.
legend
I was sad that day.
retiring from competitive Halo. Now,
Oh.
this is a real retirement. This isn't.
Well, he's
you know
done this
what?
before.
And you know what bugs me? When he tweeted it out, right? Okay, I wanted him. He should at least made a video, like kind of
Yeah.
like Flamesword did, because it got me right in the feels. I was watching the Flamesword video, and I was like,
I posted a picture of him on Instagram, and like he retired and all that stuff like that, and like random people was commenting on it, it's like, oh, there's just so much to react on this. There's nowhere to start. Like, this guy was like 45.
I'm pretty sure people held candlelight vigils outside of like his house or something.
He's come back.
But he didn't specifically say I'm retiring.
He
in
trolled
his
Nated, like,
tweet.
hey, that's
what
team.
bugged me, and everybody was like, "Oh, he's retiring." I could see him coming back, maybe.
There we go. Walshy, Ogre 2, T2, and Nated.
Yes, the OG squad.
I would love that just to happen.
Yeah, it
right?
might not have been a bad team if you actually think about it.
You know how big it'd be if Ogre 2, Walshy, just them two together coming back to Halo 5?
Yeah.
That'd be the greatest thing
I
ever.
don't. You know what bugs me the most is like, competitive Halo was dead for a bit. Like what, 2-3 years,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just now like on the rise, and then all these players are dropping like flies. Like, why quit now?
I know.
You should have quit during Halo 4 when there wasn't nothing going on.
Let's come back.
Now you're
and bigger
quitting
prize
when there's
pools.
$1 million tournaments.
I know.
Come on, people.
But the thing is, though, I think it's all to do with, like T2 said, it's the roster locks.
I feel like it's more the exclusivity of the Pro League.
Yeah,
Like we
that
talked
too.
about last
that
time.
too, yeah.
Remember a couple shows ago, if you guys watched, I was talking about how the 8-team Pro League is driving players away from Halo. Kind of.
Kind of.
It could be.
I can understand that, but then again,
Especially,
you would think that'd be something to fight for. That makes you want to play and join that team.
It's not driving amateur players away. It's driving the people that's been in the circuit for years and years away because once they're not in the pro league, they've been playing as a professional level their entire life. Now they're stuck playing amateur teams.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, it makes you feel like, oh, maybe I should.
But the people who talk bad about it, if they did join a team and they made top 8, they would feel so achieved. They would not be like, this sucks.
You're like on another level because you're in the pro league.
Yeah.
But it's like, everything has a catch-22. I feel like it should be 10 teams at the least. Because right now there are 10 teams that could fill the pro league spot and
like Elevate.
Yeah, like Elevate.
They did pretty good.
And Crowd Control or any of those teams. French Toast Mafia. I don't know.
That ain't the best one is No Barber, but we taping.
Oh yeah,
that's my favorite.
No, but that's gonna do it for our show this week. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at HCS_now. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search HCS Now on YouTube. We're like the first thing that pops up. We've been doing this for a while, and then you'll see like all of our old videos.
It don't feel like we've been doing it that long.
I think we have.
I know, but like just the other day, I was like,
start doing this.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, we should. I was thinking in my mind. I was sitting there, and I was like, oh, it's been longer than 6 months. You say 6 months?
I said a good 6 months.
It's been over a year.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm not joking.
I haven't been here a year.
Dude, look at our first upload.
It's been a year.
Yeah, I think so. Because I was thinking, we should do an anniversary episode.
We should have. Did we not?
We didn't. But I looked at our first upload, and it was past already. I'm like, dang.
All right. Well, next week, I definitely want to do a little bit more E3 talk because it'll be right around the corner, and I'm super excited about it. We're going to talk about what goes down in the Pro League. And we're going to be it's going to be back on Tuesday night at 8, same place. Check out our Twitter. Oh, yeah, check out UGC's Twitter. They have Halo shirts. They have Pro Halo shirts like Ninja, make one. You can also customize these shirts with your gamer tag,
your Twitter handle.
They're pretty cool. So make sure you check out that. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Twitter. We're gonna let's try to get an interview next week. Let us know who you'd like to see on the show. I want to get an interview next week because I haven't tried to get an interview in a while.
Just try to get Nated.
Maybe he'll have some free time on.
Tweet out your fair players.
Tweet out some players. See we can get them on. If they're not busy, we shouldn't be busy on Tuesday.
No, on Tuesday, no one does anything on Tuesday.
Nobody do nothing on Tuesday except for going to the club on a Tuesday.
No one does that.
Didn't you hear that?
I don't know that
That's
song.
just a song.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.